Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Single Malt Jack. It's Daniel here, and I am so excited to tell you guys I've just bought a brand new 2021 model Volkswagen Amarok V6. Okay, as you know, we are the channel about barbecue, beers, and whiskey, but we are doing a new mini series, okay, which is going to be titled the Volkswagen Amarok Build and Beers Review. So stay with us, and we're going to run you through this. As you know, we love our beer, we love our whiskey, we love our barbecues, but I'm starting a new series about this Volkswagen Amarok build, okay? So, as you know, we had the old Nissan Navara. It was a 2008 model. It's done us well. We love our camping, really into our camping, do heaps of camping trips and traveling, just getting out there and seeing Australia. But the car was just getting a little bit too old, and it was time for an upgrade. So, here you have it. Brand new 2021 model Volkswagen Amarok. And why did we buy this? Well, very good question, but we'll come back and talk to you guys about that in a little bit, because it is a bit of a strange buy. So what we're doing is a new mini series, okay, and we're still going to be doing whiskey and barbecue stuff on our normal channel, okay, but this is just going to be a new playlist where we're going to throw you guys a few episodes about the new Volkswagen Amarok and essentially what we're going to do to it in terms of upgrades and extras and off-road gear and things like that. So as you can see now, it is absolutely completely stock, okay, haven't done anything to it. We've literally just picked it up this week. It's brand new. There was only 30 Ks on the clock. We've done a couple of hundred now. So it is basically what model did we get? So we've just got the very base model V6 with the 8-speed auto, okay? So it's the Amarok Core, 21 model. Finding a new car was almost impossible with this COVID tax, and no one has stock, and it's just been absolute crazy to try and find a car. So I guess the question you guys got is, why did we buy a Volkswagen Amarok? Well, as I said, I'm going to come to that, but before we do, let me crack a beer so that we can have a bit of a chat about it. Four Pines Brewing Pacific Ale. I need a bottle opener. Be right back. Got a nice cold glass pouring the Four Pines Pacific Ale. It's an Australian pale ale. And it's only actually 3.5%, quite light, 330 ml, so it's less than one standard drink in that bottle. Put the bottle over here. All right, guys, let's just cheers to the car, and then I'm gonna run you through exactly what we're trying to do here today. Not a bad drop. All right, so what's this new mini series all about? As you can see, we've bought the new Amarok. I've got a beer here that we're going to review as well. So the series is going to be called Amarok Build and Beers Review, okay? What's it all about? Well, I've always wanted to go through what's called the Gabs hottest 100 of beers, okay? Australian craft beers. We're not going to go through the whole 100 because there's just too many beers to drink and review. Maybe eventually we'll get there. But I'm going to take the top 20 beers, okay, of Gabs 100 of 2020. 2021 hasn't been done yet, okay? And we're going to start at number 20, and we're going to work our way all the way up to beer number 1, okay? So you might have guessed it. Beer number 20 on the Gabs hottest 100 is the Four Pines Brewing Company Pacific Ale, okay? Australian pale ale. So that's why we've got a 6-pack of that here today, okay? I've never tried this beer before, okay? So we're sitting here with a brand new beer and a brand new car. Now, I'm going to run you through the beers from 20 down to 1, and each episode we're going to do something new to the Volkswagen Amarok, okay, in terms of some upgrade or performance mods or off-roading gear, okay? So that's where I need your help, guys. well, to drink the beer too, but to give me some ideas of what I need to do to the Volkswagen Amarok, okay? I know it's not a mainstream car like the Hilux or the BT50 or the D-Max, the Isuzu, something like that, but I know there is a lot of good aftermarket gear for this car, a lot of good off-roading gear that will basically upgrade the car to give us the best possible performance and chance off-road and camping and things like that. So let us know in your comments, flick us some comments of exactly what mods we should do to the car, and also the other thing I'm really want your feedback on and comments is what order we should do those mods in. Okay, so question on everyone's mind is, why did we buy the Volkswagen Amarok? Well, that's a bloody good question. Looked at everything, drove quite a few things, prices on everything's gone up, no one had any stock of anything. Now, what I do like, I'll tell you what I do like and what I don't like about the Volkswagen, and I guess you guys can make up your mind. Okay, probably start with what I don't like. The car's 10 years old, okay, so it came out in 2011, so it's been around for 10 years now, and it's definitely showing its age. You know, there's not a lot of safety in there in terms of airbags and autonomous braking and lane departure and all that stuff. There's not a lot of technology in it either. You know, it's quite simple, especially here with this base model. I mean, there's you know, you'll see some footage of it, but it's very sparse looking inside. But then on the other hand, that's exactly what I wanted in terms of an off-road vehicle. You know, I didn't want anything with all the tech and the sensors and the, you know, all that safety stuff on it. I just wanted it, you know, as the name says, core. You know, very basic. So then I can put the extras on there. Like I didn't want alloy wheels. I didn't want, you know, roll bar. I didn't want, you know, all that type of stuff. You know, with the extras that you might be paying for. Okay, so what did we pay for this? Well, just over $50,000, so there wasn't a whole lot of wiggle room. I mean, that's basically list price for the Volkswagen Amarok Core. Had to drive all the way down to Lismore to pick it up, so a big shout out to Northern Rivers Volkswagen in Lismore. James Frizzell's down there. They did a fantastic job for us, and big shout out to the sales guy down there, Gavin. He was really good to deal with. Called him up. He had one in stock. It was the only one we could find in the whole 500 kilometre radius, so you know, appreciate that, appreciate looking after us, Gav. So you know, if you're looking for something, go down and see Gav at Northern Rivers in Volkswagen in Lismore. So you know, they're the things that, as I said, I don't really love about the car, but there are a lot of things I do like about the car. As soon as I jumped in it, took it for a drive, I was hands down impressed. I fell in love completely with the V6 automatic. Okay, it's got 165 kilowatts of power, 180 kilowatts on overboost, and it's got standard 550 newton meters of torque and 580 newton meters on overboost. So the thing has unbelievable amounts of power. Drove the other cars in the class with just a 4-cylinder, and I was, as I said, I was very underwhelmed with the power and the torque of those cars. This completely exceeded. It drives almost like a SUV. It doesn't drive like a dual cab. It's got a big tub, biggest tub in the class, okay, so I can fit stuff in there. I can fit a full-size pallet if I need to. Leaf springs on the rear. They've upgraded the towing on the Amarok, so it's 3.5 ton now. The other thing I really like is the 8-speed transmission. Beautiful transmission. So definitely this motor they use in the Audi, the SQ5 and the Porsche, just tuned a little bit different. So they're getting some substantial power figures out of this motor. As I said, transmission is beautiful, really nice with the 8-speed. Around town on the highway, it drives really well. Leaf springs on the rear, so you can carry quite a decent load. Only car in the class all-wheel drive, and it's the only dual cab in the class that's got rear-wheel disc brakes. Okay, so you know, there's definitely a few things in there. Okay, it does cop a bit of a bad rap. You know, it might be reliability. It's old, doesn't have the safety, doesn't have the tech. But in terms of the motor, transmission, rear-wheel disc brakes, and all-wheel drive, and the size of the tub in the back, I mean, it's just nothing else really compares to the Amarok. And to be honest, it's probably the only dual cab that I was able to find that hasn't gone up in price in terms of new car prices. All the Hiluxes, the D-Max, the BT50s, the Varas, everything's gone up $5,000 or $10,000 from last year. I'm calling it COVID tax, but everything has gone up. Except for this Amarok. It has remained the same price, and I managed to find one in stock at an okay deal. It was fair. So there you have it, guys. Let me know about what you think of the Amarok. Let me know about what I should do to the Amarok and in what order and what my first mod should be. You know, few things on the list are canopy for the back. I want to get a fiberglass canopy. I need a tow bar. I need to get tinting. This car's got none of that. I need spotlights. I need a bull bar. What else do I need? I need a snorkel. We need a lift, so we need off-road suspension, maybe a 2-inch lift. We need bigger tyres, all-terrain tyres. We need alloy wheels. Want to go with some black wheels. Maybe a long-range take in there. A UHF. I don't know. There's a whole heap of stuff. So as you can see, we're doing the Gabs top 20 beers. This is beer number 20. Each time we do a mod, we're going to review a beer and talk about what we've done to the Amarok. So this episode is just a bit of an introduction, bit of a teaser. What do I think of the 4 Pines Pacific Ale? To be honest, as I said, I've never had it before. It's not bad. It doesn't knock my socks off. Okay, I guarantee you, it's not a knock your socks off beer. There's not a whole lot going on with it. It definitely is a Pacific Ale. Do I like it as much as a Stone and Wood? Definitely not. I don't think it has the same character and mouthfeel and flavour. It's got a good amount of hoppiness. There's a decent amount of flavour for a mid-range beer. I'd definitely call this mid-range because it's only coming in at 3.5% ABV. Would I recommend it? I'd recommend it for a session beer, definitely, because there's not a lot going on here. So sitting here on a Sunday afternoon, could I drink a couple of these? Quite easily. Am I wrapped with the flavour out of the beer and the complexity and things like that? Definitely not. You know, I could take it or leave it, but as I said, I definitely could sit here and drink a 6-pack of these on a Sunday afternoon and be quite happy with that. Less than 1 standard drink, so 0.9 standard drink, so you can have a few of these in a session, nice session beer, and not feel it too much on a Sunday afternoon. So I think that's exactly what I might do. We're going to celebrate buying a new car, you know, with a beer I've never tried before. So new beer, new car. There you have it, guys. If you're new to our channel and this is the first thing you've seen, you know, jump across to our Single Malt Jack playlist and just see some of our beer and whiskey reviews and some of the camping trips we've done, some of the barbecuing, some of the cooking. And if you're new, stay tuned, or if you're an existing follower, stay tuned for this new series. If you're interested in your cars and your camping and your off-roading and your beer reviews, we're going to be doing all of that on this channel and in this playlist with Single Malt Jack. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like it, subscribe. Love to have you guys on as a new subscriber. You know, follow us on this 20 episode journey, and hopefully we can review the top 20 beers of 2020, and hopefully that's enough beers to be able to do all the mods we need to do on the Amarok. So see you next time, guys. Cheers.